So why this brings the administration of justice into disrepute? They're always saying we must not bring the administration of justice into disrepute. We must not bring the administration of justice into disrepute. But I mean, what are they doing, right? This is beyond any doubt at all, right? That this is how it's happening, right? The administration of justice has been brought into disrepute. It's clear as day, right? There is no denying this, right? So when a legal system creates a definition that contradicts objective scientific reality, the integrity of the justice system suffers in Canada. This is exactly what has happened regarding the beginning of human life. So what is more important than the starting of life, right? As you know, as a legal, legally speaking, what is a more important case? Money, right? No, it literally is the cornerstone of the law, right? This is the cornerstone of the law, and when the cornerstone of the law is built upon some shaky, sandy, ground, or are you gonna, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna, no, we're not gonna ground ourselves on the rock of the truth. I mean, that would, totally, ruin the quarterly profits of the pharmaceutical anyway, so whatever. So this video here will, beyond any kind of doubt at all, right? That there's no doubt that the administration of justice has been brought into disrepute, and you never, trust or adhere to their orders or decisions and everything that the court were to say. It has no authority. There is no authority. There's no temporal power there, right? You can see that for yourself. I mean, if they're going to lie about such a fundamental, the cornerstone of our very existence, there's lying. And the lying judge, right? And the law deliberately departs from biological fact. This is an observable reality. I mean, there's no kind of it's not gonna just all automatically change the definition into implantation. What's that nonsense? So biology, a distinct human organism begins on fertilization. We know that, but the Canadian law, a pregnancy begins only after implantation, meaning nothing before implantation legally exists. Right? What kind of nonsense is that? Well, I tell you what happened. Right? It's the corruption, right? The bribes from the pharmaceutical industry to the lawmakers. This is not a difference of opinion. It is a contradiction because the law is rejecting an established scientific truth. Okay, so these lawmakers were given some very nice vacations and beachside villas to basically throw our country under the bus, and this is exactly what's happening. Courts and legislatures know the biological facts. They simply choose legal definitions that do not match them. Right? This is deliberate. This is not some angry feminist windbag that is confused about the details of biological science. Now, these people know what they're doing, right? And this is why the administration of justice is so far gone into disrepute that there's nothing left. It shatters the bricks of the courthouse for sure. When law contradicts science, justice becomes arbitrary. The justice system loses credibility when it identifies a human organism as non-existent. Eh? It treats biologically real deaths as legally irrelevant. Yeah, and it rewrites definitions um, to to protect certain practices, such as tricking these young ladies into buying their own abortifacient birth control pills. Any moral or scientific criticism is deflected by claiming that the entity killed did not legally exist, right? Which is nonsense. This is legal fiction. It's not justice. Especially not justice. Not justice. Oh, wow, what a beautiful thing here. Not justice. It's a legal fiction. It's so very, very generous to even say that. So this is legal. What's another word that you can say? It's not fiction. I mean, yes, it is a fiction, but the word is not strong enough. It's a monstrosity. Destruction of the legal, of the sacredness of the law. The law is one of humanity's greatest achievements. And what are they doing? They're completely, you see, people don't pay attention for long enough to, but I know I pay attention. I'm the guy that pays attention, right? But you know what happens, people that were to pay attention to me would be labeled as loonies, and anybody that were to listen to more than 10 seconds of my video are going to say, oh, this guy's crazy, and then they go back to watching Netflix and whatever. So a justice system cannot claim legitimacy while denying observable textbook biological reality, right? So it's very clear. Embryology is clear. There's no this is beyond any doubt at all. Like I said, there's beyond any doubt at all. This is not something that is a feminist windbag's opinion or anything like that. And then she's just, confused. Well, we see a lot of that, right? These feminist windbags are so confused about when, life actually begins. Oh, I think it's some sort of, after 20 weeks or something. No, it's not. My baby right now is 12 weeks in gestation. I love my baby very much. And we tried to get him on the heartbeat monitor, but we didn't really hear his heartbeat. He's 12 weeks in gestation. We went there today to try to find the heartbeat, but I wasn't able to find it. I'll try it again. Yeah, they said something about an ultrasound, but I don't know. I don't want to really get that. But anyway, we'll see. Selective legal definitions protect certain actors and industries, right? If Canada acknowledged fertilization as the start of human life, hormonal birth control, copper IUDs, IVF embryo disposal, and early embryonic loss caused by medication would be categorized as the destruction of human life. To avoid that outcome, the law redefines pregnancy. When the law is written to shield an industry or policy rather than reflecting truth, public trust collapses, right? This is the classic definition of the administration of justice falling into disrepute under Canadian legal commentary. Absolutely. This is the administration of justice falling into disrepute. Absolutely. Yeah. So the disrepute arises when the public sees the law as dishonest, right? We can see that, people are benefiting from the lie. The Supreme Court of Canada has repeatedly said the justice system must be rooted in truth. It must be rooted in transparency, rationality. Is it rational to, pick this arbitrary stage of development as the starting of pregnancy? What's the stage of development? Is it called implantation? That's another stage of development. No, the starting of a pregnancy is let's just, pick which one. This looks like a starting of a pregnancy. And it's not. Or else the public will lose confidence in it. We know that the biological facts and we see. I'm a member of the public. I guess I don't live there anymore, but if the public sees biological facts denied, yeah, deaths dismissed by definitions or technical, or technicalities, and doctors protected by semantics. These are not doctors. These are I don't know what they are. And human life treated as legally invisible. Then the justice system appears dishonest. It is dishonest. That is the very meaning of brought into disrepute. All right. So our conclusion here today is that yes, when the law rejects scientific reality to maintain a legal or political position, the administration of justice is brought into disrepute because the legal system no longer reflects truth, coherence, or moral integrity. Right? If you want, I can now write a sharper, punchier version, a video script. This is shouldn't have been in the video. Sorry, but basically, that's my AI agent that was writing a little bit of the script here, and as you can see, the AI agent does agree. The ChatGPT or whatever it's called, the Gemini or Grok or whatever, will every time that you do some research on that, he will be very, very clear that these lawmakers are not lawmakers at all, right? What are they? They are the people that have basically hijacked our country, and the very cornerstone of civilization has been brought, totally turned upside down. It's really quite incredible to see this train wreck of a disaster. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next